This is the 2026 Jaguar GT. As you can see, it has a bold, sleek design. The 2026 Jaguar GT redefines luxury.
If you think Jaguar is done building cars you fall in love with and is just going to fade into the EV wallpaper, the 2027 Jaguar GT is the car that either saves the story or proves it's already over. Because this isn't just another electric coupe. This is supposed to be the car that carries everything from the E-Type to the Phi-Type into a world of batteries and silence. If Jaguar gets this wrong, it's just a fast EV with a nice badge. If they get it right, it's the first electric GT people put on posters. From the outside, the 2027 Jaguar GT looks like someone finally remembered how to draw a beautiful car in an age of angry crossover. Long hood, even though the battery's in the floor. Tight cabin, push back. Rear haunches that don't need fake vents or creases to look muscular. The nose is low and clean, no giant fake grille, just a slim opening, a leaper badge, and blade-thin LED headlights with that little feline squint Jags always have.
The 2026 Jaguar GT. Its rear design is striking, with these full-width taillights, and the aerodynamic diffuser enhances its performance. This is Jaguar's vision for the future.
Roofline doesn't slope like a coupe, it flows. One continuous curve from A-pillar to tail, like they took the spirit of the E-Type and put it through a wind tunnel. Around the back, it's simple and ruthless. Narrow LED taillights, a subtle ducktail, and a rear bumper that doesn't look like Transformers concept art. No boy racer diffuser, no quad tips. Just a car that looks expensive from every angle and weirdly timeless. Open the frameless door and it feels like Jaguar finally remembered its old party trick. Make a cabin that feels like your space, not a rolling iPad demo. You don't climb up it into the GT, you drop down into it. Low driving position, legs stretched out. Wheel close to your chest, proper GT posture. The dash is low and slim, with just enough screen to be useful. A clean digital cluster in front of you, a single central touchscreen, angled slightly toward the driver, and then actual knobs, actual switches. Materials are pure old money with a conscience. Leather or high-end wool blend on the seats. Open a pour wood or dark aluminum on the dash. Real metal on the paddles and knob. Nothing shouts. Nothing glows like a gaming PC. You get ambient lighting, sure, but it's there to warm the space, not host a rave. Here's the funny thing. Inside, it doesn't really feel like an EV. And that's exactly what Jaguar is betting on. Under the skin, it absolutely is one. The 2027 GT rides on a dedicated electric platform, battery slab in the floor, motors at each axle on the high-spec cars, rear drive on the purest one. On paper, the numbers are exactly what they have to be. Big power, big torque, big range. 0 to 60 that embarrasses old V8s. DC fast charging that can turn a coffee stop into another 200 plus miles. But that's not the interesting part. We already know EVs can be stupid fast. The interesting part is what Jaguar doesn't chase. This car isn't trying to punch you in the chest every time you touch the throttle. In normal mode, it rolls off the line with that heavy, syrupy push you expect from a proper GT. Like a big displacement engine that just happens to make no noise. You can dial up the response, you can get it to snap your head back if you want, but the default is smooth, not shocking. Same story with the sound. There's no fake V12 blaring from speakers. No spaceship whine on full blast. There's a subtle soundscape and dynamic mode that rises with speed, just enough to give you something to lean into when you're pushing. The rest of the time, it's mostly wind, tire noise, and your playlist. In comfort, the loudest thing in the cabin is probably your passenger. On a good road, the GT's job is to disappear under you. Steering is light but precise, not hyperactive. You turn in, it leans just enough to tell you what's happening, then settles and holds a line like it was painted there. Adaptive dampers soak up rough patches without ever feeling sloppy. Rear axle steering quietly makes a long wheelbase GT feel a size smaller in corners and a size bigger on the highway. It's not trying to be a track special. It's trying to be the car you'd actually choose to blast across 3 countries in. Day to day, that's what will sell this car or sink it. You get in, it recognizes you, seat, steering, mirrors, drive mode, all where you left them. You pull away in near silence. The nav already knows your commute. You hit one button for quiet, and the car shuts down most of the animations and prompts so you can just drive. Or you hit dynamic, and the whole thing drops half an inch, sharpens its reflexes, and reminds you that Jaguar once built Le Mans winners. Charging becomes part of the rhythm. Plug in at home. Never think about gas stations again for city use. Plan fast charge stops on long trips with built-in route planning that accounts for weather and speed. You're not obsessing over kilowatt hours. You're just checking that the car will do what your old petrol GT did, with different pauses. Does the 2027 Jaguar GT feel like a Jaguar or just a fast EV with British branding? If, when you walk away from it, You turn back to look at it, that's a yes. If, when you drop the windows on a cool night and it makes you take the long route home for no logical reason, that's a yes. If it just becomes another efficient, fast, quiet appliance, that's a no. No matter how good the numbers are. Pricing? This won't be the cheap way into EVs. In real-world terms, you're looking straight at the heart of Porsche Taycan, e-Audi, e-Outron, GT, well into the six-figure zone once you spec the wheels, paint, and interior the way this car demands to be spec'd. This isn't about value. It's about whether you want your electric future to look and feel like this, or like everyone else's.
The 2026 Jaguar GT. Its rear design is striking, with these full-width taillights, and the aerodynamic diffuser enhances its performance. This is Jaguar's vision for the future. This is the 2026 Jaguar GT. As you can see, it has a bold, sleek design. The 2026 Jaguar GT redefines luxury.
2027 Jaguar GT is for the driver who doesn't want their first or next EV to feel like a tech product with doors. It's for the person who still believes a car can be a little bit selfish, a little bit glamorous, and a little bit irrational, even when it's running on electrons. So, what about you? If Jaguar actually builds this, are you taking a 2027 Jaguar GT over a Taycan or an i4? Or is a beautiful, emotional EV coupe still too much heart and not enough spreadsheet for your next car? If you enjoyed this look at the 2027 Jaguar GT, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to Grand Cars, and tell us in the comments how you'd spec yours. Classic, British racing, green and tan, or something wild and modern. Thanks for watching. Drive safe, dream loud, and we'll see you in the next one.